कहाँ अभी जब जाएगा उनकी जाना हाँ ये मास्टर में कर रहा है
It assists movement. Climbs up and down the slopes.
ये रिपोर्ट नहीं है वो उन्होंने ये तो वो कर रहा है
The moment he tries to take a step forward, sensors attached to the soles of his feet activate a motor for the lower back that lifts the belts around his thighs. Toiling in the orchard day after day.
ये मैं बोला ये क्या प्रोग्राम किया है अभी अभी जाना है कब जाना है
That makes working so much easier.
तेरी जब तक मैं पायलट होगा
Robotic suits being introduced in nursing care and goods distribution, but there are serious shortages of workers. This firm began using suits easing strain on the lower back recently this year.
तो मेरी चीज ले लो
This helps ease the labour shortage by allowing women and seniors to take jobs that would normally be too difficult to answer.
रोटी भी है गोश्त लेना है चलो इन चले जाओ ये तो
It really takes the strain off my body.
The wearer can lift an object using 1/3 their normal energy. A 15-kilogram package can be handled with only 5 kilograms.
जो मेरा बाल कटवाने में कर दूँ
अब मुझे भी कटवानी कल ही चलेंगे
The suit was developed by Professor Hiroshi Kobayashi of Tokyo University of Science. He talked with workers and decided to focus on supporting
पता जैसे वो फ्रांस में और जर्मनी में वो आपको इंग्लिश लर्न करना होता है ना तो जापान और चाइना में आपको इंग्लिश सब्जेक्ट नहीं है
क्या है नहीं मुझे दिखा तो नहीं जब चैनल में इंग्लिश भी बोला लेकिन ये मोस्टली पब्लिक वो इंग्लिश नहीं बोलती है देखो और दवा नहीं बोलते जापानीज ही बोलते हैं
The suit is in sync with the wearer's muscles to help with motion such as squatting and standing back up. A plan for manufacturing this device exclusively will be completed in the fall. 1,500 units will be shipped out this fiscal year. Mass production is expected to slash the price to less than $3,000 per unit. The device is easy to put.
Association agreement by the parent, which mentioned EU-Ukraine Association Agreement, Vilnius, 29 of November. It was not happened there. But the plan is the same, demonstrating historic events are unavoidable.
Envisaged by our three countries in the modern form are of continuing relevance in the changed world of today and will remain so in the world of tomorrow. Panshield came to be accepted almost universally by countries and finally by the United Nations in the conduct of international relations. UN Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld described them as reaffirmation of the obligations and aims of the United Nations. The Bandung Conference of Asian African Nations in 1955 expanded Panshield into 10 principles of Bandung, whereas the non-aligned nations accepted Panshield as the core principles of the non-aligned movement at the Belgrade Conference in 1961. During the visit of Premier Lee Kuan to India in May 2013, India and China decided to mark the 60th anniversary of the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence in 2014 by designating it as the year of friendly exchanges. It was my privilege to have formally launched the year of India-China friendly exchanges in New Delhi in February this year. I am confident that various programs under the Year of Friendly Exchanges will help to forge a closer and stronger relationship between India and China. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, India and China are ancient civilizations. We are neighbors. We are strategic partners. Historically, there has been much that has bound us together, not merely through the exchange of goods and commodities, but through a flourishing interchange of ideas, values, and philosophies. The imperatives of the 21st century propel
Basic job insecurity, presumably, will be wanting to devote labour.
I think it's very odd to cut benefits.
Years ago today, so it's a pretty symbolic move. Later on again,
of defence force banning drug gang benefits. EU leaders have nominated the former Prime Minister of Luxembourg as President of the European Commission despite strong opposition from two member states. Jean-Claude Juncker leads the centre-right political group which won European Parliament elections last month, but the UK and Hungary opposed his nomination. Counting the cost starts right now.
In everything there is a detail. To analyse is to understand. To bring clarity and context, Al Jazeera evaluates the facts to bring clear, balanced and in-depth news to life.
The two-day meeting was held on the eve of the anniversary of the Sarajevo incident of June 28, 1914. It began with a ceremony at the Menin Gate of Ypres. President of the European Council, Herman Van Rompuy, made a speech to mark the centenary of the outbreak of the First World War.
They shall grow
Hackers have created programs so powerful they can scan your computer for the details they need to steal from you without you ever knowing it's happened. They can lock your computer solid, only allowing you access again when they've been paid. Let's just have a look at the scale of the problem. Cybercrime costs £266 billion each year. That's 0.8% of the global economy. Well, that's almost as much as the drugs trade, which makes up 0.9%. The UK ranked 5th in the G20 countries most affected. We are £6.8 billion worse off as a consequence. Two of the most sophisticated viruses, Game Over Zeus and CryptoLocker, have given criminals more than £60 million. That's an estimate from the FBI. And it's not just a criminal enterprise. A group of hackers known as the Syrian Electronic Army even targets websites to promote President Assad's regime. Now, this extraordinary map, made from Norse Corporation, shows you how many attacks are happening around the world, worldwide, with live data. This is what's happening right now. Now, those little trajectories you can see are actually hacks going inbound to the eastern seaboard of the United States, one to the western seaboard. If I actually show you the attack origins, which are coming in from, say, a country like China, which is top of the list there, that, look, is the level of traffic that China alone is spewing out around the world, and as you can see, America is its most common victim. Well, let's discuss this. Who's doing this, and how can we try and stop them?